Hello, my name is Dahna Dehghany, and I will be defending the Phyllium giganteum, otherwise known as the giant leaf insect.
Hi, my name is Haley Webb, and the species I am defending is the Haliomorpha halis, also known as the brown stink bug.
The topic of the debate is which has the better defense mechanisms, the Phyllium giganteum, the giant leaf insect, or the Haliomorpha halis, the brown stink bug. To begin, I first want to provide a bit of information about the giant leaf insect. The giant leaf insect is one of the biggest leaf insects in the world. It belongs to the genus Phyllium. The exoskeleton is presented green with two brown speckled dots in the top part of the abdomen. It almost perfectly imitates as a leaf. The body itself is flat and has visible veins that resemble stems. Females can be up to 12 centimeters long and have a short antenna with wings that can be either vestigial or rudimentary. The male, which are usually much harder to find, have long wings. They are green and translucent with a long antenna. Phyllium giganteum are in the order stick bugs and specifically reside in Southeast Asia. Once the females are 4 weeks, they are ready to spawn. Once they reach 7 months, they are considered in the adult phase. Their eggs seem similar to seeds. They are black and shiny. These eggs generally hatch after 6 months of breeding and generate larvae where they then turn brown. The life expectancy of the female is up to 1 year, whereas the males can only live up to a few weeks. Therefore, an exceedingly large number of them are female. This is because giant leaf insects can reproduce by pathogenesis, meaning the females can lay unfertilized eggs, and once those are hatched, they produce female insects just like the mother and do the exact same thing. The giant leaf insect lives its life hiding. They mix themselves with the leaves of the forest, doing its best to not be noticed. The behavior of the giant leaf insect shows that they are a very compliant species. During the day, they sit very still, and at night is when they eat and become active. They still remain very quiet, and even if you were to pick one of these insects up, they would still act as if they are a leaf. Giant leaf insects can be found mostly in tropical forests. They are native to Malaysia. They require not only a lot of humidity, but also a lot of ventilation. These types of insects are quiet and don't really have much of an impact in human society. The giant leaf insects enjoy tending to themselves and resemble a leaf in the forest. It could be insanely easy for a human to pick one up and mistake it as one. The giant leaf insect is a large-sized insect. It has fixed elytras which do not allow it to fly, but they can be used as a parachute to let itself fall, kind of as if it looks like a leaf blowing in the wind. The giant leaf insect also has the ability to pinch when they're constantly tampered with or when they feel threatened.
Now I would like to provide a little bit of background information about my insect, the brown stink bug. Brown stink bugs belong to the genus Haliomorpha. They can be seen all around the world. They start off as eggs laid on the underside of leaves, which turn into embryos. Then they become nymphs, which are around 2.4 millimeters long. At the beginning of this stage, they have a black head and orange body, which later turns into a grayish color. From there, they become adults. They are normally brown in color and between 12 to 17 millimeters long. The process from egg to adult takes around 50 days. The brown stink bugs are native to Asia. It was accidentally introduced into America from Asia. Since then, it has become a very invasive species that causes a lot of damage to plants. The insect has also expanded its invasion to Europe, Eurasia, and South America. Brown stink bugs go through the stages of egg to nymph to adult as described previously. Some signs that a brown stink bug has reached the adult phase are that they have white bands on their antennae and legs, light and dark bands on their abdomen, and no humeral spines. Brown stink bugs are most active in the months from May to October. During these months, they like to feed on crops and invade people's homes. While outside, they blend into leaves or twigs on the ground. If they are in your home, you probably won't see much of them, but rather just be able to smell them. If stink bugs become aggravated, they can release a bad smell that will discourage predators from coming closer. Brown stink bugs are very destructive to crops, which ends up affecting the economy. They have been destroying fruits, nuts, and vegetables for a very long time. They can eat more than 100 different plant species, and in 2010 caused $37 million worth of damage to apples alone. since they have so much destruction, there is a lot of research being done on how to best stop their invasion. Brown stink bugs have a foul smell they can give off if they feel threatened or aggravated. They do this to try and keep predators away and warn them not to come any closer. This is a very distinct feature of stink bugs and a powerful one at that.
And now we're going to be doing rebuttal number 1. The giant leaf insect is easily camouflaged with the environment due to its size and shape. That is a great defense mechanism for them because they're predators like spiders, reptiles, and bats. They even have nibbled edges that could replicate a leaf. At times, they are able to change colors slowly but also unexpectedly. To defend themselves from their predators, they can look like they are part of the forest. They even also have the ability to remain motionless for hours.
Not only are stink bugs also able to blend into their surroundings, they have a very powerful defense mechanism of a foul-smelling odor. This is very effective at keeping predators away, which can help females protect their young or help any stink bugs stay alive. Not many other insects use this technique, so it's really a surprise for the predator when stink bugs do use it. I have smelt the odor of stink bugs, and it is not very pleasant. They may be tiny, but their smell sure is mighty. No one and nothing wants to get closer to something that smells so bad, so their odor is a very useful and effective technique.
And now for rebuttal number 2. After speaking in regards to leaf mimicry, the giant leaf insect is also able to defend itself using a sound. When the rows of their tubercles on their antenna are rubbed together, it produces a sound that is able to ward off predators. It's as if the sound is like marbles hitting together. Considering the fact that they don't even look like an insect, if they are ever in a situation where they were to feel harmed or threatened, they can use this sound to protect themselves to startle their predators.
Even though stink bugs have the defense technique of odor, they are also great at staying hidden and keeping themselves alive. If they live in your house, the only way you'll really know that they are there is by their smell. They can stay hidden very well indoors, and odds are you won't ever see them. Out in the fields where they are destroying crops, they can blend in with the ground so well that they can be very hard to detect. By the time their damage is done, they've already moved on to another plant and you aren't able to kill them. And if you do get close enough to try and kill them, well, they have their odor to defend them.
For my closing statement, I'd like to say the giant leaf insect has fascinating characteristics. It provides defense mechanisms for itself that not many other insects can do. The giant leaf insect is able to hide itself. In a way, it can't even be noticed because they can remain motionless for hours and easily be camouflaged. They can act as if they are just a part of the forest, and not many people or insects would expect them for them to be a bug. They don't harm other insects since they are herbivores. The only time a giant leaf insect might get in a situation where it causes interaction with another was if it was only feeling threatened or tampered with. The giant leaf insect is primarily used in research in regards to the evolution of the stick order. It is important to study the different types of species in the stick order and their behaviors.
Brown stink bugs are very unique insects. They have multiple defense mechanisms, but the one that really stands out is their odor. They use this odor as a form of protection for themselves and their young, as well as a warning sign to predators to back off. They can also blend in with their surroundings and stay hidden very well. While they may have many survival techniques, the bad smell that they emit as their defense mechanism gets the job done well. Their distinct features help keep them alive and protect themselves from predators, so I believe this is the better defense mechanism. Brown stink bugs are used in research to see how scientists can slow their invasion and destruction. It is important to study them because they can be very harmful if they are not dealt with properly. This concludes our debate.